It's a problem that costs retailers an estimated $30 billion annually, and it goes by the name ORC.
ORC is an acronym that stands for Organized Retail Crime, or you also hear Organized Retail Theft. Um, Pretty much what it stands for, talks about groups of people who come into retail establishments and steal products with the intent of reselling it.
Justin Dietl is a loss prevention specialist who has worked for numerous major retailers in the New York, New Jersey area for more than 19 years now.
A lot of times we look at shoplifting as, that teenage girl that came in and stole a thing of lipstick. That's a fact of life. That's going to happen. But when that individual comes into a store and says, I'm going to steal every can of Similac with iron baby formula you have on the shelf, it impacts everyone.
Dietl says it doesn't just cost the retailers money, it's a problem that affects consumers as well.
Let's be honest. Retailers, it's a financial impact from the theft, from the shrink incurred by losing this product. So retailers charge more for certain items because they have to cover their losses.
These criminals aren't just taking loaves of bread, they're taking items that will make them money.
Well, it's really anything that has a quick resale on it. So items like razor blades, any of your cough and cold medication items, oil of Olay products, Crest white strips have started to become a big item again. Beer, you'll see Red Bull.
According to Dietl, the profits aren't just for the pockets of the criminals. These crimes are funding much larger and more dangerous things.
Many times this money is going to fund drug trade or organized retail crime in other areas, even terrorism, foreign governments. You hear different violent struggles around the world. They're getting their money from somewhere, and many times it's coming from these criminal organizations right in America.
Many retailers are using all available resources to try to stop these groups from causing more damages.
We have one incident in New York State where local law enforcement got involved. We were experiencing large amounts of Red Bull theft. And we actually, as a retailer, lost close to $3,000 worth of product. We ended up working with the police department. They did 3 undercover cells of stolen Red Bull to this location, and then they went back and ended up charging 3 of the individuals that worked there with crimes. And currently we're working to shut down the location through the New York State Liquor Authority.
Law enforcement isn't the only option. This is a problem that affects everyone, so Dietl says all hands are on deck.
It's interesting, most people see retail as a competition, and in a lot of ways it is. We don't really work together on most things, but when it comes to loss prevention, when it comes to organized retail crime, we do. We've actually built a group of all the local supermarkets and drugstore chains in the lower Hudson Valley, where we all get together and we meet and we discuss these issues. And then by going as a group and going to the local police departments, our statements are a lot more impactful, because it's not just one of us walking in and saying, hey, I got a problem. It's 10 of us saying, hey, here's our problem, here are the people involved, here's where they're selling, here's how much money they're getting for it. What can we do to go after that local bodega, that local flea market, that local business, gas station, what have you, that is buying our stolen product and is actually sending people into our stores to commit these crimes.
With thieves beware, the eye in the sky is always watching. I'm Ben Horowitz.